Hello and welcome, Janet Beckers here with your wonderful web TV tip of the week, and I have a special guest here today, Paul Macklin, who is a lovely friend of mine and also a great member of our community. Now, Paul and I were just talking about this concept of the portfolio lifestyle, and I know it's something that many of you may be living and not perhaps valuing it. So could you define what is the portfolio lifestyle?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of people in our generation that are moving into a situation where they're doing more than what they might have done in one job, say 20 or 30 years ago. You know, my father had one job all of his life. So he really had his family and his work, and that was his life. Increasingly, people are looking for different avenues to fulfill who they are and to earn their income, to provide for their family. So in my case, we run a corporate organisation called Amazing People that helps organisations to develop their people and to achieve their business results through people.
Right.
In addition to that,
that's corporate.
So that's corporate.
Yep.
In addition to that, in the last couple of years, we've begun to shift our focus from corporate to include people in the world who want to make a difference.
Right.
So Amazing People has always been based around inspire and transform the world, and now we realise we want to work with those people that have come to the point in their life where they say, I really want to leave a legacy. I want to do something that impacts somebody other than myself. It's not all about me anymore.
Right.
But then, in addition to that,
what individuals? Yep.
In addition to that, I have a passion, which is always around creativity.
Yep.
Either working creatively with other people or on my own creativity. And right now, I'm sitting in my first solo exhibition.
Yeah, very exciting. Beautiful.
Which has occupied a lot of my portfolio in the last month or so, and so the balance has kind of shifted for a period of time. And then on top of that, I've got 2 young kids. I'm a dad and I'm a husband, and I've got a gorgeous wife. So my life is split or balanced between these things, if you like.
And the thing that we were talking about it is, I find a lot of the people who I work with have got lots of different interests, and they may have done lots of different things with their life, and sometimes you might see that as a failure. Like, you might be having people going, look, make up your mind, what is it that you're going to be when you grow up? And I know I've felt this for a long time, because I was a nurse, and then I was an artist, and I had art galleries, and then there were all these, I even sold makeup, believe it or not, all these different things that I had been doing.
You're just addictively entrepreneurial.
Yeah. But I know a lot of you are as well, and sometimes you can see that as a failure, but actually, it's like, with your art, you're actually demonstrating that you walk your talk.
Well, I think there's a couple of things here. I think one is that you're actually following the creative principle of nature. So nature is abundant. When a seed pod bursts, there are literally hundreds of seeds that go into the air. But maybe only 2 or 3 of those are ever going to germinate. Well, it's the same when you're being creative. People get stuck because they try and generate an idea, and then partway through they see a fault in the idea and they don't follow it through. So rather than generating lots of ideas, maybe 90% of them are going to fail. Right?
Yep.
They just try and stick to the ones that will work. Well, it's the same, I believe, for a creative entrepreneur in the world. You need to put a lot of irons in the fire. They're not all going to bear fruit.
Absolutely, and that's a really great point. And I think the other thing too, this is valuable. So all of those things, if you're thinking that you might be just hopping from one to the other, what you're doing now is you're bringing all of those experiences that you've done before, and what means that nobody can be doing what I'm doing in my way, because people don't have my different experiences that I've done. And the same with you. People can't be doing and providing that service and that help in exactly the same way.
Well, I'd say they can't play your music.
Experience.
Sorry, Andrew.
They can't play my music.
They can't play your music. No, I mean, life is a symphony. It's rich and it's full of variation and texture. Well, you can't play a symphony on a single instrument.
I love it.
That's like a solo. To get the richness of an orchestra, you need different instruments, and you need the different instruments to play different parts. I think the thing, if you're living a portfolio life, though, is to start to contemplate what's at the centre of it.
Yeah.
So when Sally Ann and I started to embark on Make a Difference, we spent a lot of time sitting together saying, what is common? She's got a creative photography that's all about inspirational women and ordinary women doing extraordinary things. I've got Head, Hand and Heart, which is all about helping individuals unlock their creative potential. We've got amazing people, which is about inspiring and transforming people. And as we began to sit and look at what are all these things about, what's my creative work about in my painting, in the middle of it, we came out with it's all about make a difference.
Yeah.
We want to make a
love.
difference, and we want to work with people who want to make a difference.
Yeah.
So what is it that's at the centre of your portfolio life that is the hub that holds it? It's also almost like the conductor or the score that holds all those instruments together. If you can start to meditate on that, then all of the pieces begin to resonate. They'll work one off the other. This creative work validates that I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, the creative stuff. But also the fact that I've got 20 years of corporate experience helps when I want to go and mentor executives to try and unlock their creativity. They know I can, talk the talk of business.
So this is my question to you: is we'd love you to join this conversation as well. So, if you were in your portfolio lifestyle, I'd love to hear from you. What are the different aspects that you have that are part of that portfolio? And I love that question that you had: is what's at the centre of it? What is that one thing, that kind of theme that you can see that holds it all together? And as Paul was saying, they've really discovered it's the, make a difference. So for you, you may not have that yet, and that's okay. You don't have to have it immediately, but we'd love to be able to help you to be able to, maybe do a bit of a brainstorm down below. So please tell us a little bit about you and the different things that you're passionate about and that you do in your life, and see if we can find what that central point is. So I'll come and join the conversation down below. I'm sure Paul will as well.
I'll be there.
Yep. And we'd love to hear from you. Bye.
Thanks, Dana.